Good morning, welcome back to a brand new vlog. I'm starting off my day today with a morning walk, trying to get my 10,000 steps in. It's been raining constantly for the last 4 or 5 days, so this is actually the first day that it's not been raining, and I made the mistake of wearing beige Uggs and it is very muddy. It's a bit of a mistake, but gym twice already this week, and I've done legs, which my legs were actually throbbing, so this walk could probably help loosen them up, but I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to do this walk. It is too muddy and hilly, but that'd be funny, won't it? Slipping over on camera. And do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of home styling. Now we're in February, I feel like I can get some of the spring stems and things out. It seems a bit pointless doing it. My Oura Ring, the battery has gone, so actually doing my steps in, I don't even know how many steps I'm going to do, if any. This is literally not a good idea. Well, I do get asked quite a lot about my Oura Ring in day-to-day life. My honest review on the Oura Ring is the battery does not last. It says it's going to last 8 days. I never get 8 days out of it. I'll probably say I get 3, which is really annoying because I just forget to charge it and then I'm walking around for 2 days without it on. I love it for like the data that it gives me. I don't know if it's worth the money, if I'm honest. I pay £5 or £6 a month for the data. It tracks your sleep, it tracks my cycle, which is handy. I need to get my breath back. Just come up there, tracks my cycle, sleep pattern, and it gives you a readiness score every day, which is quite handy. It almost kind of validates, you know, if you're not feeling 100%, my readiness score says it's below 70 or something, it gives me the validation to maybe take a bit of a rest day. Otherwise I'm just go all the time. So I've got the brass one. I've had it 6 months. It's absolutely scratched to bits. It does link up to some of like the period tracker things. It has, I use Stardust, which is like a free one, and I find that quite useful because it tells you like what part of your cycle you're on. You're probably going to feel very hungry today, or it says funny things like your egg has left the station. I actually don't know where on earth I am. In loads of dog walkers, so I have to keep stopping because I feel like a bit of a plonker. It's just so peaceful. Like living in London, you don't silence, and I know it's not completely silent. I can still hear the cars in the distance. Could have been much worse. To find my way out of these woods. I had my video where I spoke about anxiety and things like that go up a couple of days ago, and I've had some lovely people outreach. It seems, and I knew I wasn't the only one in this situation, so if you are going through a bit of a tough time, giving you a massive hug, sharing my experience and what I do will help you a little bit. Get yourself outside. I know it sounds so cliche, but being outside really does help. I always roll my eyes when people say that, so I don't really know why I'm saying it, but it's true. It does help. It will pass. And yeah, as I said before, my DMs are always open if anyone ever feels like they need someone to chat to. Do I need another vase though? Probably not. Am I going to get it? Yes. They feel so real. Now I think if I'm not going to spend any more money, remove me from the shop. Oh, I love this. Wow, that was such a successful shopping trip. I'm like on a high. Oh, I wasn't going to go into I'm all tangled. I wasn't going to go into TK Maxx because I didn't realise that they had that much home stuff. There was so many things. I'm really pleased with what I got. I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but I got almost close. I was looking for like a spring bulb kind of pot. I did manage to get one of those. Now I need to get the bulbs and plant it up and hope my vision works. But yeah, when I get home I'll show you exactly what I bought. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show you what I got. Okay, so let's start with Asda Home. I got, this was from the Stacey Solomon range. I think this was £6. Yes, this was £6. They had it in 3 different sizes. Woo! Where the light's coming through, it's looking... Look, it's looking stripy. It's not stripy. Let me shut the blinds. One sec. It's not stripy. It's like green sort of speckles. Oh, I look rough. Quite cute. That was £6. And then I bought this lavender arrangement, also from Asda's. This was £10. And I love how it does look quite realistic. I mean, I'd never get lavender looking that healthy, but I thought that'd be a nice little spring touch to go maybe in the kitchen. And then I went into Homesense. Oh no, it was actually TK Maxx, but then, yeah, Homesense was at the back. Really don't need any more vases, but I couldn't resist. This was $16.99. I love it. I love it, I love it. Go on the media wall. Might go in the kitchen, I'm not sure. I'm going to get out my spring stems in a moment that I got from out the loft, and maybe some like blossom stems in there. I think will look really pretty. So I wanted like a large round sort of, basically like a big bowl to put bulbs in, which I didn't really have much luck with. But then I found this. This had a red tag on it. This was £8, and it's like a textured, it is actually a plant pot, which is probably a safer bet. And then I went into B&Q and got some, oh, that fits perfect. I wasn't expecting that to fit. Hyacinth white pearl to go in there. So I'm just gonna like display this in the kitchen. ChatGPT really let me down. So I'm standing in B&Q and I get overwhelmed with flowers. I'm not the best like with gardening and things. And I asked ChatGPT what would be the best bulbs to plant in an indoor planter display, and it come back with light bulbs, and I was like, no, flower bulbs, not light bulbs. And then it started showing me bulbs that would be good for flowers. I was like, no. And then I thought, okay, I'll give up with ChatGPT. I'll go to Google, ask the same thing into Google, and it did the same thing. So when people say technology is going to be taken over, it's got a long way to go. I mean, eventually I got there, and it said the best for indoor displays would be hyacinths. So yeah, I went for the white hyacinths. Obviously they're gonna take a little while to grow, and it says between March and April they flower. So I might even put this outside afterwards, just keep it as like a sort of spring display inside, and then maybe move it outside onto the garden table. Oh, I do love a good coffee table book, and I needed some more for my collection. Quite a lot of my books are quite samey. So I went for House of Flowers by Ashley Jane. It's like a greeny bluey grey. Might give me some new inspo for some flower arrangements. Then I got Abigail Ahern Masterclass. This is like a beigey tone, which is what I needed. I love Abigail Ahern's things. I've got a few of her vases, like concrete vases. A nice one that I probably won't even end up reading. I won't even end up reading. It'll just go to be... I just love styling with like coffee table books. It just, I don't know, just there's something about coffee table books like stacked up on shelves that just look very aesthetically pleasing. Spent a grand total of £66, and I'm telling myself that this is basically free. I've made about £300 on Vinted this week, so I'm like, this didn't really cost me anything. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with those. I'll show you how I end up styling it. Finally, a successful shopping trip. So this has gone from a little shop with me to decorate for spring, I think. I've got my spring flowers. Well, I'm not joking when I say I've got a lot of faux flowers. Actually, 3 years ago, I had my own like online home decor sort of website shop thing for about a year, and then I ended up stopping it because faux flowers had to come in massive boxes, which were really expensive. The boxes were like £6 a box. It just wasn't cost effective, and it ended up just being too much ag. So that is one of the reasons why I have got a lot of faux flowers, as well as my obsession. These are pretty. These were from the range, I think. Oh, I had some faux tulips. This is why I need my own garage, so I can like display everything. Daisies, blossoms. These were one of the ones I sold. Here are the tulips. I almost bought those ones I saw in Homesense. I'm glad I didn't. These ones were from Amazon. If I can find them still, I'll link them. Oh, I forgot about these. I love these. That's why it's always good to go through what you've got before you go shopping. Oh, I love them. I forgot about these. Magnolia. White roses. These were another one that I did sell. A lot of flowers to work through. Thinking could go in this big vase here. Oh yes. Some blossom. Oh yeah. That looks beautiful. Could do with another one in there. What's this? Oh, there is another one. Yay. So pretty. Like this. Hopefully we'll work with this. Oh yeah, pretty. Oh, I've got deja vu. I swear I was only doing this the other day. There's a bit too many stems in there. I think I need to take some stems out. All styled, I think. So I've gone for the daisy blossom stems in that vase there. Mrs. Hinch range last month. And then I put the books and the mini vases from Marks and Spencer's up in the middle. The blossom stems in here. It's simple in the kitchen. I feel like I need to kind of play around with that one. Old display. Well, the day has literally run away with me. Look at that bright blue sky. What a treat. Number day at school on Friday, so I need to finish off her costume that she wants to wear for it. Like nothing like the last minute. She wants to be number 7 or number 8, I can't remember. Something from the number blocks. Think of my decor Too much flowers? You can never have too many flowers.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. Can you work out what's new on there?
That big bowl.
No, that's old.
And I'm going to be number 8 from number 6.
Yeah. Hello, I was just editing back this vlog and I don't feel like I've given the Oura Ring a very fair review. Looking back at what I've said makes me sound like I absolutely hate it. I don't hate it. I am still going to continue wearing it and I'll still continue paying for the description. Yeah, I think there's a lot of reviews out there that say, oh, it's the best thing ever. And I wouldn't say it's the best thing ever. There's definitely some things they could be working on to make it, improve it. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the scratches? It's quite hard to see on the camera, but it's definitely tarnished along the outside. I don't know how much you'll be able to see of that. But yeah, that's after like, I'm sure I got this in, I think it was August or September. So what's it going to be like in a year's time? So that's just a bit annoying. I'm sure they could make something that didn't tarnish like that. I mean, this ring is just a ring from Asda and Miu. No scratches whatsoever. And I wear that stacked with it every single day. That is the main thing that's disappointed me, really. You can't tell when it's on my hand, but... And then the app you obviously have to pay for. Let me just give you an example of what it shows. So that's like the screen. This is like your dashboard, and then you get a readiness score. So my readiness score is 76 today. Good. It tells me about my heart rate, my sleep quality was good, my activity. So apparently I was very stressed yesterday. I wouldn't say I was stressed yesterday. With the Apple Watch, you can sort of quickly swipe to add in your activity and what you're doing, and it tracks what you're doing. On this, you've got to go in the app, find what you're doing, and it doesn't really, I don't think it picks up like if you're weight training and things like that as much. Cardio, yes. I think if you want to be more in tune with your body, know about your sleep and your readiness level and things like that, it's definitely worth it. If you're not bothered about that and you just purely want it for exercise, I wouldn't bother. There's probably maybe better ones out there, or just stick with like an Apple Watch. More of a fairer review rather than just kicking it down. Very, very comfortable, I must admit. I'm so used to having it on, I don't really notice it, to be honest. The amount that it's tarnished in 6 months, I'm not impressed with that, really. Just realised I hadn't shown you the finish of her costume. One of the feet have fallen off already, but that's what she's wearing, like a bald attached to like the front and back of her. She loves it. I'm like, that is going to be so unpractical to go to school in at this age. But she loves anything like dress up and like they do quite a lot of themed days at her school. She absolutely loves it. She's already looking at what she wants to do for World Book Day. We've had about 20 different ideas that she wants to be. I'm like, just pick one and we'll focus on that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch up with you next week. Bye.